Right, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the Akim out there, spreading this truth like wildfire in all truthfulness and in all sincerity. Alright, I'm going to do a land back video on this video right here. I'm about to play it and you're going to see why.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors goes to the elders and apostles of GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. This is a Rabbiah coming at you from a Chicago camp with a quick lesson. I titled this lesson, The Gradual Steps of the Mandatory MOTB. Caught this quick video, and it's shedding a lot of light, and it's also showing that, again, the elders and apostles of GMS that was teaching us about the MOTB is moving closer to what they've already have been teaching us going to happen. You know, this is a perfect skit, and you're going to see where this is going, where it's actually showing that they're already implementing what the elders been teaching very gradually. You know. Anyway, before I play this quick video, I want to go to a scripture. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 47, verse 10. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, and thou hast said, none see me. Thy wickedness and thy knowledge have perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me." So this is a perfect example of them with this MOTB. This is a wicked, controlling invention that they have, you know, and this is their wisdom and their knowledge on the left-hand side to have full control of individuals. You know, right now it's at a low level where they're starting with the pets, but it's going to gradually move over, and it's going to gradually advance into, humans. So anyway, let me play this real quick. Check this out.
You're a cat owner in England. You could be fined up to £500 if you don't do this very soon. A new law says all pet cats must be microchipped by the 10th of June. And any owners who don't do this will be given 3 weeks to get one or face a fine. A microchip is about the same size as a grain of rice and is implanted under your pet's skin. Each one has a unique serial number, and when it's scanned by a vet or the police, it shows the owner's details. It's been compulsory to microchip dogs since 2016, but almost 25% of cats aren't microchipped. So the government says it's making people do this to make it easier to reunite lost or stolen pets with their owners. Is your cat microchipped? What do you think of this new law? If you're a cat owner in England...
Wow. So it begs the question to ask, what do they care about someone else that loses their pet? If they don't want it, then why is this being forced on them? Why is it being mandatory? And if they don't have it, there'll be fines for it. That should be a question to be asked. If they want the technology or if they don't want the technology, it should be an option. But it's because this is a deeper agenda to this. It's not just what they're telling us. This is just a rough draft, or should I say a dry run of what's to come. It doesn't make sense that all of a sudden this government is worried about what's going on with the normal people and their pets. We know that this man is the Lord's sword, and he has to implement this to stay in power. Let me prove that. Let me go to Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. It says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword." So this is our forefather David saying that the wicked of the earth. And we know in previous precepts like Job 9 and 24 and Malachi 1 and 4 that the wicked is the Edomites. They are who in power right now. They're who controlling society. They are the wicked, and they're the Lord's sword. So anyway, this this technology is for them to stay in control because they have a God complex where they have to be in control of everything. You know, I want to go to Second Thessalonians, and I want to start at chapter 2, verse 4. It it says, "Who has opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, for or that is worshipped, so he." So that as it says, so that as he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So this is the man of sin, or should I say, the wicked Esau, that wants to be God. He wants to be able to have all the power that the Most High have. He's not happy with having all the natural materials. He's not happy with having the best part of the land of the world. He wants to control everything. And that's what this come down to. This is he has his wickedness, and and he wants to be in control. Let's read down. It says, I'm gonna jump down to verse 7. It says, for the mystery and iniquity does already work. Only he that will let it will let, until he be taken out the way. Then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, talking about the prophets coming out preaching and showing who the wicked is, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. So this is another sign of a lying wonder, and that this is all about control. It's never been a time where they've been so worried about someone else losing their pet. That just doesn't make any sense at all. And the scriptures talk about that this is going to be something that's going to escalate. It's like I said, it's starting out very gradually with the pets, but it's going to move, even higher. And we're going to jump here to Revelations. We're going to start at 13, where this is what this talks about. It says he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their foreheads, that no man may buy or sell, seeing that he have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here's the wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 666. So we know that this man that's in charge, or that's pushing this, is the beast. And like I said, this is just a dry run. That's why it's starting in a small town in England, and it's going to spread like wildfire. And they're going to start out very gradual, and it's going to increase and increase, and they're going to tighten the grip more and more. But they're doing it under the scenes. This is what the Bible's talking about, and this is what the elders have been teaching us. So we have to take this and be prepared. It says in Isaiah 33:6 that the wisdom of these scriptures are going to be the stability of our time. So we have to stay close to the men that are teaching this, and we have to use the Bible as our light to get through these wicked times that are coming forth. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who taught us this at GMS. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom till next time. Shalom.
All right. And so you saw that video, y'all saw that video of how these devils in a small town in England is requiring cat owners to chip their cats, and I could see them taking this example, taking what they're doing over here and saying, let's do something similar, except about kids, because there's too many kids being kidnapped, and we need to chip them up to prevent them from getting lost or getting kidnapped. And they could then move from that to the older people, especially with Alzheimer's and shit, dementia, that could easily get lost. And use that same reasoning. Oh, this is for their safety. And they could use the same logic for the sex offenders is out there, and that includes more than just pedophiles, by the way. That we gotta know where they're at and shit. And then the other prisoners, especially prisoners with flight risks, we gotta know where they're at. This is to prevent them from escaping. This, and I've already brought out how this could be used to so-called solve the immigration crisis. Bringing this out because Esau, he uses gradualism. Esau uses something called gradualism. Gradualism, a policy of gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution. Sudden change or revolution. Yep. This is what Esau, this is what he does. Trying to look for examples on here. But it's basically it's basically when they introduce some shit slowly by steps. And it's like the boiling frog analogy where the frog gets, instead of putting the frog in boiling water right away, you put the frog in cold water and slowly warm it up. And the frog starts feeling comfortable and wants to stay. And then before you know it, when it feels comfortable, that's when it go from warm to hot to boiling. And this is what Esau does. This is what Esau does. You look at how all these, how the moles, how they, how the moles and how the transformers, how they got all types of rights now. When they used to not have those rights, and being a mole or a transformer used to be considered to be considered to be a mental illness. And at one time, it was a crime to be a mole. At one time. Until that was struck down by the Supreme Court. But you see how it was how gradually they went from just legalizing the act of being a mole to from normalizing it to legalizing it to now they could so-called get married. And then doing the same for the Transformers, from normalizing it to from normalization, legalizing it to to normalizing it even more, man. So that more people are like that. It's especially been targeted towards you so-called black people, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds / Israelite foreigners. It's mainly being targeted towards y'all. But yeah, that's an example of gradualism. Other one is how they made abortion legal in all 50 states after Roe v. Wade. That was a process. That was a process. And it was a process to overturn that. So, both examples of gradualism. And the reason why they overturned it, by the way, was to save their own ass, to stop, to allow states really to stop these so-called white women from getting rid of Edomite babies and shit. Stop Edomite women from getting rid of Edomite babies, just like Eve was doing it, because their population is already low, as Elder Malcolm has brought out. But those are two more examples of what? Gradualism. That's how Esau moves, using gradualism. You know, digitalization, that's another example. There are many examples of gradualism. Many examples. And so Esau is using the same sort of gradualism to eventually mandate the MOT to the B, man. Oh, if we can put it in dogs, we can put it in, we can mandate it for dogs, we can mandate it for cats. Oh, then why not mandate it for kids, man? So they don't so they don't dis so they don't get kidnapped. And it used to be the people saying, "Oh no, 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 that's too much." In fact, there was a time when people were saying the microchipping of dogs and cats was too much. Which, well, they did dogs first, and now in this town they're mandating it for cats. But with the amount of kidnappings, with the amount of kidnappings, Amber Alerts going, like, the amount of Amber Alerts I see is per day, well, per week is a lot, man. The amount. You know, and the problem of kids getting kidnapped, you know, increasing. They could say, okay, well, the people, oh, you don't want your kids being kidnapped no more? Well, there's a solution. Hold on, Akim. Alright, I'm back, Akim. Esau could be like, you want us to help stop this epidemic of your kids being kidnapped? Well, let's hey, bring your kids to get microchipped. You know, they have all the information on there, all the information, and of course know where they're at. You could easily find them on the state's database or the national database. I could see this as a policy. And of course, you're gonna be able to buy and sell with them, because people do that already. Or if they don't at the moment, they'll later on be given the, the ability to buy and sell. Because I know people are gonna say that, well, it's not to buy and sell. But later on, the chip could be reprogrammed to be given the ability to buy and sell. Oh, you already have it? Oh, okay. Now you can buy and sell. You gotta think about these things. But just in case anyone was gonna be like that, because scoffers and naysayers, how they be. But yeah. Yeah, gradualism. That's how Esau moves. He moves like, in the scriptures, it states that Esau is a cunning hunter, and that's what a cunning hunter does. Matter of fact, let me get that. Esau is a cunning hunter, also known as a serpent. A serpent is known as the serpent in the scriptures, the wicked, right? The wicked, that old serpent. What is a serpent? Is a very cunning hunter. A serpent is a very cunning hunter. Let me get Esau as a cunning hunter. Damn, demons keep calling me. Yeah, Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, which really, when you go into it, means perfect, dwelling in tents. So Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. He was a cunning hunter. And yeah, it goes into how they like to hunt for sport and shit. But also goes into this. Goes into his mindset, goes into how he does things. He doesn't, these devils, they don't just hunt animals, they hunt people. And they hunt people in a specific way, cunningly, in a gradual way. What does a hunter do? A hunter sets traps, man. A hunter sets traps. A hunter can, hunters can wait like for hours and fucking I think deer piss. They put it on them. I'm not sure. I'm not a hunter myself. I'm not sure. But I think that so they could smell like, so they could blend in and camo and all that shit. And that's your average Edomite. How do the elites hunt hunt people? This is for the purpose to track people. This is for the purpose to track people. This is how, through gradualism. They're very cunning hunters. And so, the scriptures say their heart is deep. Come on. Maybe it's like this. I'm just going to do this. And the heart is deep. God. Proverbs 64 and 6. Oh, verse 5. Oh yeah, this sounds like cunning hunters. This sound like cunning hunters right here, man. It's like you. Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him. Remember I went into how Jacob was a plain man, but when you go into it, it means perfect. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. So they're aiming at you tribes, man. They're aiming at you so-called black people, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners, aka speckled birds. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Yeah, that's what they do. They're cunning hunters. Verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Yep. The heart is deep. Meaning the mind is deep. You know, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, you know. Yeah, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. You know, it speaks for itself, man. The heart meaning when you look in the Hebrew, it's the word for mind. Lab. In the paleo. You know, these devils, you know, let me get this. Proverbs 4 and 16, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, lest they cause some to fall. Verse 17, and they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence, and they want to cause you tribes to fall, man. They want to cause y'all to fall. And what better way? What better way than to get y'all to take the MOT to the B? Because once you take that, ain't no coming back. You know, Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or his hand, or in his hand. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High Power Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whoso receiveth the mark of his name. Verse 12, here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High Power Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. You know, so that's that ultimate fall you can't get back up from, you know. You know, the scriptures say, there you go. For a just, Proverbs 24 and 16, for a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. You know, the wicked shall fall into mischief, the wicked of our people. You know, they're going to fall into mischief. Let me get... The wicked are going to fall into mischief. and not get back up. Wicked of our people. You know, they're gonna die that second death. But also this is something else that it causes. Revelation 16:2, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. And also, you know that's how you know that it's the RFI, that it's what we say it is, the chip, the grain of rice. Let me get but let me get this is gonna happen to you people. These two-thirds of you so-called black people, Latinos, Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners, aka speckled birds. This is what's gonna happen to y'all. You know, that survive all the other, you know, troubles of Jacob's trouble. You know, y'all are gonna hold on. Y'all are gonna y'all are gonna fall for this because y'all trust in Egypt. Hold on. Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, which this is Egypt all over again. This is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. And also Amos 5:18 sort of hints at this. Well, oh yeah, I'm starting at 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is darkness, not light. Verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him and went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. And a serpent bit him. It ain't this we talking about the old serpent here, man. That could be symbolic. So you went into the house, you went into a place like that's one way it's gonna be implemented. You know, after shit hit the fan, some people are gonna run to the FEMA camps and when they're available, and they're gonna get chipped up. You know, they're gonna end up getting chipped up. Some people are gonna be brought there, without, by force. But some people are gonna go there because they're gonna be promised shelter. Especially if a cyber attack that takes out, all communication. All ways of communication and takes down the grid. Especially if that happens. If an EMP happens, that'll take longer to happen. But it could still happen. They could cause it to happen, and then somehow, we get the somehow rebuild the system, but in order for you to use it, you gotta have this that chip, man, because it's a new system that's updated and you know can't be taken out by cyber attacks or EMP, whatever they're gonna fucking say. But it could go down like that, like the one brother from I think he's from the main camp of GMS. It's GMS Isaiah some. Forgot his full name, but basically he said there could be EMP. He believes so, and it could go down like that. There are many paths, but they're gonna lead to one thing: the charagma, that CVIP. And this is one of them, the one that I'm talking about in this video. This is one way they could do it. But yeah, you know, one way or another, this devil is gonna cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. That's verse 16. This one way cause it goes into to prepare. That's one of its definitions. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17 is that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Chi, psi, stigma. Which also goes into what it is, because they're going to stick it in you. Stigma, which is has the same root as the word stick. You look into it. They meaning they're gonna stick it into you. It's a hint to what it is. Just like the word karagma is, and karaks, all that. You know, as the apostles have gone into. But yeah. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Also, if you're not subbed to the Apostles channels, they're well, the old breakdowns is. Well, I'm sure they have some breakdowns of it on the current channels, which is Elders in Transit, GMS, Info Doc Channel 12, and they might have it on those channels. Those are the main apostles, and they have it on those channels. as well as old breakdowns would be on GMS, the, the milk, going into the basics. And this is one of them. And GMS Quick Hits, that's another one, if they're still up. Also, Elder from South Carolina has probably gone into it. As GMS South Carolina 08 and GMS Walk In with the N. Walk In Talk SC. I think it's that. I don't think there's a number at the end of it, but I'm not sure. If there is, it's probably 8, but I'm not sure. But anyone that want to basically they don't know the Mark of the Beast breakdown, you can look into that, or just Google, well, not Google, just look up on YouTube, GMS Mark of the Beast breakdown, and you'll get it. Alright, and you'll get it. Alright, Shalom. Shalom, shalom. I hope this video was edifying, though. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to the Akim out. Peace and salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire. And shalom. All truthfulness and in all sincerity. And shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect out there. Shalom, stay strong, Ababa Ball. Yasharallah forever. Ababa Ball, death to Babylon. Abala Adawamium, death to these Edomites. Abala Gawayim, death to these other nations. Abala Yabyam Nawa, death to our enemies. The rest of our enemies being 2/3 of you so-called black people, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as you Israelite foreigners, aka speckled birds, who look like the other nations, but you go back to our people, somewhere on your father's side. And your spirit bears witness of that, because your spirit bears witness with our spirit that we're the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, meaning you're Israelite. 2/3 of y'all here in this land of our captivity in Babylon, y'all are gonna be destroyed as well. And also, death is coming to wicked Israelites who look like Jacob, look like the other nations scattered to the four corners of the earth, living outside the land of Babylon, which is the land of our captivity. Those of y'all that have been following know which land that is. Those of y'all who haven't, just look up the breakdown on GMS Babylon the Great. GMS Babylon the Great breakdown, and you'll find out. Shalom, stay strong. Death is coming to y'all as well. You wicked Israelites, though, the rest of our enemies who live in Babylon, who live outside as well. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to bring it for the record, Esau. Shalom, stay strong. Ababa Ball, Wa Yasharallah forever. Shalom.